The first exercise I like to do, and I also have my clients start out legs with, is the Adduction Machine. Most people wait till the end of the workout to do the adductor muscles, so it is usually an underdeveloped muscle on the quads. But it does have a lot from keeping your knees from swaying side to side during squat and leg press movements. Also, most men and women have extra fat or skin they want to tone, so placing adduction exercises first in your leg workout is key. Now, place your feet so your knees are on the most amount of pad. Make sure that you focus on bringing your knees together during this movement, and hold the handles and keep your back tight to the seat. Also, stay in control during the movement and don't let the weight stack move you, and focus on a squeeze during the peak contraction when you bring your legs together. Next exercise I like to have my clients do is the seated curl over the leg extension, or lion curl. I like the seated over lion curl because your body is in a fixed position and you can focus more on the squeeze during the contraction part of this movement. Also, I don't need to focus on as much keeping my body from swaying during the movement or keeping my stomach on the machine, especially at the end of the set when I'm more tired. You always want to start out with some sort of hinge movement for the knees to help get them lubricated properly before going into the heavier leg movements. Make sure to touch your butt during this exercise to maximize the contraction in the hamstrings and glutes. Now it's time to move on to the first really heavy quad movement, and that is the leg press machine. The reason I like to start out with this machine, and I have my clients start out with a leg press over a squat, is primarily for safety reasons. I don't have a workout partner like most people, so that way I can go as heavy as possible and push my limits. I can safely do that on this machine over a squat, and I know I will be safe during the whole exercise. Plus, I can go for extra reps confidently, knowing that if I can't finish the repetition, I can just drop the weight onto the safety bars on the leg press and get out of the machine safely. Now, foot placement is key. If you go high on the plates, you're going to work mostly the hamstrings. If you go to the middle of the plate, you're working both quads and hamstrings. Go to the bottom and work the quads. Since this is a quad workout and the hamstrings were already pre-exhausted, placing the feet at the bottom of the plate is ideal. I always like to do and include for my clients a squat movement after the leg press. Now that the legs are exhausted, we don't need to use that much weight to really stimulate the leg muscles. I like to use a Smith machine because, again, I have no spotter or workout partner, and I want to push myself for extra reps and be safe. So again, I can place the safety stops in case I can't finish a rep. I like to use a squat block or wedge because I have tight ankles and bad ankle flexion from when I broke my back for 2 years and finally had surgery on November 1st, 2017. Also, a little tip, if you can't get your arms behind the bar on this movement because of tight muscles, you can grab the side rails and hold them as they go up and down with the bar to help keep the back in a neutral position. Next exercise is the leg extension. At this point, we aren't focusing on building the quads up. It is pretty much more about breaking down all the remaining muscle fibers and exhausting them completely to failure so they can get bigger and stronger. Make sure to point your toes forward, grab the handles so your butt and back stay tight to the seat, and make sure to go all the way up and squeeze at the top of the movement to maximize the contraction and control the weight on the way down. I like to have my clients go shoulder width apart so they feel the whole quad during this exercise. Second to last exercise is the Abduction Machine. Right now the legs are completely exhausted, but the glutes, which is the strongest muscle in the body because it stabilizes the whole body during any type of movement, can and still will do work. Make sure to push your knees away from the center of your body as far as possible. Hold the handles down and keep your back and butt firmly on the seat. Just a few sets to failure is all that is needed now, and you should feel a great contraction in your glutes. Last exercise is the standing calf raise. I like the standing over the seated calf raise because it works the gastrocnemius muscle, which is the larger of the two calf muscles in the body. Plus, I can get a better contraction at the top and a better stretch at the bottom with this movement. Focus on a full stretch at the bottom of the movement and try to get on your tippy toes like a ballerina at the top of this movement. Doing 3 to 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps is all you're really going to need to really build up that lactic acid in those cats and make them explode.